Ladies and gentlemen, my esteemed high school students, this is Dr. Sirme, presenting to you the grand finale of LUMINOUS Chemistry Star Competition, the competition that has gone for 4 episodes so far. And this one is the grand finale of the LUMINOUS Chemistry Star Competition for the high schoolers. This material has been good for your revision. Either you're revising Form 1 work, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4. And the competition has attracted 7 contestants that have been competing from the beginning. That is Alpha, you can see Alpha, Beta, Lambda, Psi, Delta, Omega, and Sigma. And you can see there, the trophies are ready. The position 1 and position 2. We are going to see for sure who is truly the luminous chemistry star. Good. Each question 3 marks. A fair trial 2 marks. And if the student has an idea, 1 mark. To all the contestants, all the best. Okay, guys, we have had 4 episodes. And now we're doing the very final episode. And this episode will be the tiebreaker. We are going to ask very random questions. In this one, I've not given the competitor any time to prepare. I'm just going to ask very random questions from Form 1 and Form 2. Let's welcome them. And the first on the seat is Alpha.
Alpha here, and I'm ready for the final.
That is the final episode. Very random question. Form 1 and Form 2 work. The 5 topic in Form 1, 1 question from each. Topic in Form 2, 6 of them, we need 5. So which question topic should I exclude in Form 2?
Structure and bonding.
The structure and bonding. Topic number 3, I have to exclude it. Form 1 work. Name main 3 parts of a Bunsen burner. The
air hole.
Okay. Another part of the Bunsen burner, the main 3.
The collar.
The collar.
Tracks.
That is 1 out of the 3. The main part of the Bunsen burner are the collar, the chimney, the base. Question 2. Name the method that can be used to remove grease from a fabric.
Solvent extraction.
Solvent extraction. That is correct. State the color of phenolphthalein in distilled water.
Colorless.
It is colorless. 3 points. The product formed if you burn copper in air and state its color.
Copper towards it.
Yes.
Which is black.
Black in color. Are you sure it's black?
Yes, I am.
What is the confirmatory test for water? If you're given a colorless liquid, how can you confirm that it is water? Continue.
When you add anhydrous copper,
Okay. That you don't score. You either use anhydrous copper 2 sulfate or anhydrous cobalt 2 chloride. With copper 2 sulfate, in the presence of water, it changes from white to blue. With cobalt 2 chloride, it will change from blue to pink. Next is Form 2 work. What name is given to the positive ion and what name is given to the negative ions? Positive ions are called cations. The negative ions are called anions. State and explain the trend in atomic radius across the period. First of all, you can state how does the trend go across the period.
Atomic radius across a period, it decreases.
Decreases.
This is because
yes.
Any gain of electrons or loss of any gain of electrons, they enter the same energy level.
Okay.
And hence it is due to large atomic size.
Okay. I'm going to give you 1 out of the 3 for stating the trend. It decreases. The reason being there is an increase in the number of protons, what we call the nuclear charge. The energy levels are attracted closer and closer as you go across the period. So the atom becomes smaller and smaller. This topic here was not to ask a question, is structure and bonding. You are to explain why metals have high melting points. But we go on to the next question. Name any salt and state its use. One salt and give us its use.
Sodium carbonate.
Sodium carbonate.
It can be used in the softening of water.
Hard water. That's correct. We go on. Give 2 reasons why aluminium can be used to make overhead electrical cables.
It has high melting point and boiling point.
Okay.
Hence, it's a good conductor of electricity.
Okay. For that, I give you 2 for stating that it is a good electrical conductor. Otherwise, the melting and boiling point does not apply, because whether we are heating it in the sun out there, the heat cannot melt it. Otherwise, you talk of it does not react with water. Remember, the overhead cables will be in the open for many years or for many days. So it does not react with water, and it's a good electrical conductor. The very last question. What observation will be made if carbon monoxide gas is passed through lime water gradually until in excess?
A white precipitate will be formed.
Okay, that is with for a few minutes. What about if I continue until in excess? Then you explain. What is the white precipitate?
Calcium carbonate.
Calcium carbonate. And now when you add it in excess, it will form calcium hydrogen carbonate. Out of the 3, I'll give you 1 point. Remember basically what we say. If you pass carbon monoxide in lime water for a short time, white precipitate. In excess, it dissolves. The explanation to that, within a few minutes, calcium carbonate is formed. If you continue, calcium hydrogen carbonate, a very soluble salt, is formed. Otherwise, that's your very last question. Thank you for taking part in this competition. Kindly give us your experience. How has been the hot seat?
It has been hot indeed, but the contest is good. It allows a student to get an opportunity to see what he or she can remember, and it is interesting to participate. Thank you.
Omega is the next on the seat.
Omega, and I'm ready for the final episode.
Final episode. For this episode, I'm going to ask you very random questions. Form 1, Form 2 work. And Form 1 has 5 topics, 1 question from each topic. Form 2, 6 topics, 5 questions. So for that, you give me 1 topic that I should exclude in Form 2. So which topic should I exclude?
Electrolysis.
That is the effect of electric current. That one I will exclude. Form 1 work. Question 1. Name the 3 parts of a non-luminous flame. You can start from the innermost. Non-luminous flame, the innermost.
Almost colorless zone.
Yes.
Blue zone.
And
yellow zone.
And that one I give you 2. The outermost is the pale blue. Actually, the center part is the green blue, but at least you said blue. How can I separate muddy water?
By decanting.
Decanting. I give you 1 out of the 3. The best method is filtration. What is the color of litmus paper in ammonia solution?
Blue.
It will be blue. That's correct for the 3 points. Name the component of air that has the percentage 0.03% by volume.
Carbon.
Okay, you can say it again.
Carbon.
It is carbon dioxide. So I don't give you that one. 2 uses of hydrogen.
It is used in hardening of unsaturated solutions.
Okay.
And used in air in weather.
Weather what? Weather.
It is used in weather forecast balloons.
Okay. Good. I give you 1 point. The first one, used to harden unsaturated hydrocarbons. Otherwise, you can just say it is used to harden oil to make fat. So you can also talk of used in the manufacture of hydrochloric acid, among others. Next is Form 2 work. What is the atomic number of phosphorus?
15.
What is electron configuration?
2:8:5.
That's correct for the 3 points. Name the least reactive alkali metal.
Magnesium.
Magnesium is actually in the second group. The least reactive alkali metal is lithium. And of course, you have to give the chemical symbol, which is L capital and I. So that one again, you don't score, and we go on. What is the structure of iodine? and the type of bond between the particles.
Pass.
Okay, it is molecular, and between the particles are the van der Waals forces. The observation that will be made if copper 2 carbonate is heated strongly.
Colorless gas is produced.
Okay.
A solid, it will form a gray solid.
Okay, I give you 1 point. You remember copper 2 carbonate is green or blue there. Then when you heat it, you get a black solid, that's copper 2 oxide, and the colorless gas. Name 2 non-conductors. That is a question maybe you did not intend to answer. The last question, describe how carbon 4 oxide can be tested using lime water.
It forms a white precipitate in lime water.
Okay, I give you 2. The white precipitate is?
Insoluble.
What is it? What is the white precipitate?
Sodium.
It is calcium carbonate. Alois, thank you so much for taking part in the competition. Maybe you tell us your experience on the competition you have had, Luminous Chemistry Star.
It has been interesting and very helpful.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you anticipate to win?
Of course.
All the best.
Thank you.
Up next, the Delta.
I remain to be Delta, and I'm ready for the season finale.
Very final episode of our competition that will give us the winner. And I'll ask you very random questions, Form 1 and Form 2. Form 1 has 5 topics, so I'll give you 1 question from each topic. Then Form 2 has 6 topics. I'm giving you 5 questions. So in Form 2, you have to tell me one topic that I should not ask you. Which topic should I exclude in Form 2? Salts. Good. Form 1 work. Question 1. 2 roles of chemistry in the society.
Chemistry helps in the manufacture of detergents, which are used for domestic use at homes.
Okay.
And chemistry is also used in the manufacture of medicines, which are used by sick people.
Good. Out of 3, I give you 2 because you've just stated 1 and you have explained. But chemistry is used in environmental conservation. Chemistry is a career subject. State the effect of impurity on boiling point and melting point.
Impurities increases the boiling point.
Okay.
While impurities reduces the melting point.
That's correct for the 3 points. Describe briefly how you can make flour extract indicator. Like we are using red cabbage leaves. So how can you make the indicator?
You take the leaves of the cabbage.
Okay.
You put it in a crucible.
Okay.
And you crush it. You add propanol to the mixture.
Okay. Okay. So you add propanol, it will of course dissolve, then you decant.
Yes.
So out of the 3, I give you 1. You talked of a crucible. Actually, we should use a mortar. That is a mortar and a pestle. So you get 1, so you've tried. The next question. Which is the active part of the air, and you state its percentage? The active part of the air?
Nitrogen.
Okay.
With 78%.
Okay, that one you don't score. The active part of the air is oxygen with 21 point, you can say 21% or 20.9 there. Describe how you confirm the presence of hydrogen gas.
Hydrogen, it produces a pop sound.
Okay. For the 3 points again, I give you 1. You use a burning splint that will be extinguished with a pop sound. Next is Form 2 work. State the group and the period in which calcium belongs. Calcium.
Calcium belongs to group 2.
Group 2.
Period 4.
Period 4. That one you score. What is the name of group 8 of the periodic table? And you give 1 example.
Noble gases.
Noble gases. Example.
Helium.
Helium. You score. Name the type of bond present in solid aluminum chloride. 2 types of bonds.
We have ionic bond.
Okay.
And covalent bond.
I give you 1. We have covalent bond and dative covalent bond. That is anhydrous aluminum chloride. We skip the salt because I could have asked you name 2 carbonates that are soluble, but we skip it. Explain why graphite is a conductor but diamond is not.
Graphite is a conductor because it has delocalized electrons which
Okay.
enable it to conduct electricity.
What about diamond?
Doesn't have the delocalized electrons to conduct the
Electricity. Out of 3, I give you the 2 because all you need to tell us is the source of the delocalized electron. Graphite uses 3 valence electrons, 1 remain delocalized. But diamond uses all the valence electrons. The very last question, state 2 uses of graphite.
Graphite is used to make the lead of a pencil,
Okay.
and graphite is used in electrochemistry as the electrode.
Electrode, you score the 3 points. That is correct. Maybe because this is our final, we ask you one more question that is general. What was your experience or your take on the LUMINOUS CHEMISTRY STAR competition?
The experience was good
Okay.
because it has enabled me to revise chemistry
Okay.
very well. So it has enabled me in my revision.
Okay. Thank you so much. Do you anticipate to win?
Yes.
Up next, Sigma.
Ready for the final episode.
Good. This is the final episode. Random questions from Form 1 and Form 2. Form 1, the 5 topic, 1 question each. Form 2, we have 6 topic. So I need to exclude 1 topic with your permission. Which one? Form 2. That is the effect of electric current. That one I will do away with it. Form 1 work. First question, 2 laboratory rules that involve heating substances.
Come on, should not heat.
Okay. Should I pass?
Pass.
A flammable substance should be away from the flame. Never heat a substance with the open end, the vessel towards you, serve towards your friend. All flames not in use should be put off. How do I separate sand and iron 3 chloride? Which method can I use?
Use of magnets.
The use of a magnet will not work. It is sublimation. Remember, iron 3 chloride do sublime. So what you need to do is to heat the mixture. Iron 3 chloride will sublime while sand will not. What is a pH scale?
A pH scale is a scale that ranges from 0 to 14, including showing the strength of acid and bases.
That's correct. I give you the 3 points. Heat sulfur in oxygen. What will be the change in mass?
Will decrease.
The mass will decrease. Why will it decrease? Due to the formation of gases. Remember, sulfur will burn in oxygen to form sulfur oxide. So it will be, the mass will reduce. I give you 2 points out of the 3. What is the product formed if I burn hydrogen in air?
Get hydrogen oxide.
What is the common name of hydrogen oxide?
Hydroxide.
It's water. It's water. H2O, hydrogen oxide. It's not even called hydrogen oxide, it is called water. So, I give you the 2 points out of the 3. Next is Form 2 work. Differentiate between atomic number and mass number.
Atomic number is the number of protons and mass number is the sum of protons and neutrons.
That's correct. What is the trend in ionization energy down the group?
The ionization energy increases down the group.
Why? Because you're supposed to state and explain.
Because it decreases.
Good, that's a 0. It decreases. You said it increases. The ionization energy will decrease down group 1. The reason being the atomic radius is increasing. The outer energy level is becoming far and far from the nucleus, so an electron can easily disappear. Give 2 general properties of substances with giant atomic structure.
Pass.
Thank you. That one I pass. The giant atomic structures, most of them are insoluble in water. They are non-conductors except graphite. You can see they have very high melting and boiling points. Those are general properties. Describe how you can prepare magnesium carbonate.
You heat it with.
We want to prepare the salt. I can give you a hint. You need to use double decomposition.
I
will pass. Remember what is supposed to be done. This is an insoluble salt. I only need to get magnesium nitrate, for instance. That is a soluble salt of magnesium. And maybe sodium carbonate. Then I mix. A white precipitate is formed. I filter it out. And the white precipitate is magnesium carbonate. Explain why it is not advisable to leave a burning G-core in a poorly ventilated room.
Because it produces the carbon 2 oxide, which may lead to, when someone breathes it, may lead to the suffocation, which may lead to death.
Correct. I'll give you the 3 points there and it's okay. Thank you for taking part in this final episode, and maybe a question. Kindly tell us your experience on this contest.
Hey, the seat is very hot and they have helped me to revise in all the topics in the chemistry from Form 1 to Form 4 work.
Good. So, are you optimistic you are going to win?
Yes, I'm going to win.
Good. Thank you. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
The next on the seat, Lambda.
Lambda, and I'm ready for
the final episode. Good. That is correct. The final episode, a random question from Form 1 and Form 2. The 5 topic in Form 1, 1 question from each. The 6 topic in Form 2, we need 5 questions. So you need to give me 1 topic from Form 2 that I should not ask a question from it.
salt.
From salt. So that one I will exclude. Form 1 work. Name 2 apparatus which can be used in timing when you're doing experiments. 2 apparatus.
Watches and clocks.
A clock and a stopwatch. You know, we call it by its name. 2 out of the 3 points. State the kinetic theory of matter.
Pass.
I passed that. Matter is made up of tiny particles that are in continuous random motion. 2 uses of nitric 5 acid.
It is used in manufacture of paints and dyes.
Okay.
In manufacture of nitrogenous fertilizers.
That's correct for the 3 points. Most abundant gas in the air, and what is its percentage?
Pardon?
The most abundant. The most abundant gas in the air and its percentage.
Oxygen.
Okay. 0. The most abundant. The one that has the highest percentage, it is nitrogen. 2 observations that will be made if I drop a piece of sodium in water.
There is a silvery ball.
Yeah, it will melt into a silvery ball. Another observation.
And there is hissing sound.
Okay, there will be hissing sound. That one I give you 2 because you have used a foreign language. There are others. Fumes of a colorless gas. You have talked of the hissing sound. The metal will dart on the surface of water, among others. Next is Form 2 work. What is an atom? An atom, and you describe its structure. I just passed an atom, the smallest particle of an element that can take part in the chemical reaction. The structure, it is made up of 2 parts, the nucleus and the energy level. Name the second member of the halogen, and you state its color.
Chlorine.
Chlorine. What is the color? Yellow-green. For 2 points out of the 3. The type of structure for carbon 4 oxide and the type of bonds between the atoms.
Let me start with the bond.
Yes, what is the type of bond between the atoms?
Covalent bond.
Yes, covalent bond. 1 point out of the 3. Because the type of bonds, covalent. Yes, then it is simple molecular. And if you call it molecular, fine, but it is simple molecular. The topic I was not to ask a question is salt. You are to define the term salt. Between magnesium and sodium, which one is a better electrical conductor and why?
It's magnesium.
Magnesium. Why?
Because it has delocalized electrons.
It has more delocalized electrons than sodium. 2 out of the 3. What is the color of carbon? And give 1 impure carbon that you know.
Black.
I give you 1 point. Okay, that is the final question for your part. Kindly give us or tell us your experience for this contest.
Okay, the contest has been helpful.
Yes.
It has helped me to tackle some topics of chemistry.
Yes.
Yes.
Good. So are you optimistic you are going to win?
Yes.
Good. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
The next on the seat, Beta.
Beta here, ready for the final episode.
Good. This is the very final episode for our competition. And we are going to ask very random questions from Form 1 and Form 2. The 5 topics in Form 1, 1 question from each. The Form 2 topics, 6 of them. We need 5 questions. So kindly let me know one topic that I should exclude. Is Form 2. So I should exclude salts. Form 1 work. Why is luminous flame yellow in color?
It contains unburnt carbon particles.
Unburnt carbon particles. Where do they come from? The gas is burnt partially. The air hole is closed. Allow me give you 1 point because just by this fact that it contains unburnt carbon particles does not make it yellow. You tell us they glow when they are heated. How can I obtain a salt from a salt solution?
Crystallization method.
I can do crystallization. Can you describe briefly how I can do that?
Heating the solution on a water bath, which is put in a water glass.
Okay. 2 points out of the 3. Otherwise, it's okay. I can also do evaporation. Can evaporate and then I get the salt. I can do crystallization. I get the crystals. One use of magnesium hydroxide. And you explain. If no idea, you will allow me to pass.
Yes.
Magnesium hydroxide is used to make the anti-acid tablets. Because it's a base. We go on. State 2 physical properties of oxygen.
Soluble in water.
Correct. You can say slightly soluble. That's correct. Another one.
It is half dense than air.
I give you 2. The density of oxygen is almost the same as air. Almost that. You can say it's colorless. It is odorless. If I burn wax in oxygen, what will I get?
Carbon dioxide and water.
That's correct. For the 3 points, it's fine. Next is Form 2 work. Explain why atoms are said to be electrically neutral.
Because electrons are negatively charged.
Yes.
And protons are positively charged, and hence they are said to be equal.
Okay, and they are equal. The key word there is equal. 3 points. Basically, the protons and electrons are equal and they are oppositely charged, so they neutralize each other. It's electrically neutral. State any 2 members of the noble gas family. Helium,
argon,
and argon. Correct. For the 3 points. 2 general properties of substances with giant ionic structure.
They conduct electricity when in molten or solution form.
Yes.
They have high melting and boiling point.
Correct. For the 3 points. The question I was not to ask is salt. You are to name 2 chlorides that are insoluble in cold water. Name 1 metal and 1 non-metal that are both conductors of electricity.
Sodium.
Sodium, correct. Non-metal?
Silicon.
Okay, silicon is a semiconductor, therefore I give you 2. The non-metal is graphite. It's carbon. The very final question, how is ammonia regenerated in Solvay process?
By reacting ammonium chloride and calcium hydroxide.
That's fine. I give you 2 out of the 3. You have to tell us you react ammonium chloride from the filtration chamber, somewhere you're filtering, then calcium hydroxide from the slaker. You get calcium chloride, ammonia, and water. Thank you so much for taking part in this competition, the final one. Kindly tell us your experience pertaining the whole thing, the whole competition.
This competition has improved my revision skills, and it has given me a positive attitude towards chemistry.
Thank you so much. And do you anticipate to win?
Yeah.
Very correct. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And the next is Sai.
It's Sai again, ready for the final.
This is the very final episode, and it is a random question from Form 1 and Form 2 work. The 5 topic in Form 1, 1 question each. The 6 topic in Form 2, 5 questions. So which topic should I exclude in Form 2?
Structure and bonding.
I exclude structure and bonding. Form 1 work. Name 2 apparatus that can be used to measure accurate volumes of liquids.
A burette.
A burette.
A pipette.
That is correct for the 3 points. What is the chemical symbol of mercury and the chemical symbol of gold? We start with the mercury.
We start for gold.
Gold, yes.
Capital A.
Capital A.
Small u.
And lowercase u, correct?
Mercury.
Yes.
It is capital H.
Capital H.
Small g.
That's correct for the 3 points. Name the product that will be formed if I react zinc with sulfuric acid. Okay, should I pass?
Yes.
Zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas only. What is rust and what is its color?
Hydrated iron dioxide.
What is the color?
Brown.
It is brown for 3 points. Correct. State 2 domestic uses of water.
Drinking.
Yes.
And for cooking.
For cooking. I can give you 1 point. Next is form to work. Name the element with atomic number 17 and give 1 use of that element. Okay, should I pass?
Pass.
That is chlorine, and you can use it to treat water, kill germs, etc. Next, between sodium and potassium, which one has a bigger atom? And explain.
Potassium.
Potassium. Why does it have a big atom? 1 point. The question I was not to ask is the type of bond and structure in silicon. That is structure and bonding. Name any 2 insoluble sulfates.
Silver.
Okay, silver sulfate.
And lead.
Okay, for that I can give you 2. We have lead 2 sulfate and barium sulfate and calcium sulfate. That is slightly soluble. Explain why sulfur is a non-conductor.
Because it does not have delocalized electrons.
It does not have localized electrons, so it's molecular. It has molecules, not atoms. So out of 3, I give you 1. State 2 uses of sodium carbonate.
Used in the Solvay process.
Okay, actually, Solvay process is for the manufacture of sodium carbonate. Okay, no idea. Used to soften hard water, can be used to make glass, can be used in paper industry, can be used to make detergents, among many uses. Otherwise, thank you for taking part in this competition. Kindly share with us your experience. How has been the seat?
The experience has been good.
Yes.
And it is helpful.
Are you optimistic you're going to win?
Yes.
And finally, here are the results. Who is the Luminous Chemistry Star Competition winner? Let us sit back and await the results. And we come to the very, very final section of our competition. We're going to announce the winners. The first 4 episodes, cumulatively, we converted it to out of 70. And then we have added directly the final episode. And I start with Sigma and Omega, both got 67.6. Psi scored 70%. Lambda scored 70.4. 70.4. Delta scored 74.3. 74.3. This makes me remain with the 2 papers here. And I know the competitors are very anxious. They want to know who is the best, who is the second. And the first. No, the second. No, it's the first. This is the second. 76.0. This is alpha. That is 76.0. We can clap for the second position, the competitor with the symbol alpha. Thank you so much. And there is your trophy. And the winner is the best, the Luminous Chemistry Star, the brightest, is Beta with 80.5. Trophy of the day is for the competitor with the symbol Beta. Thank you so much for emerging the best of the Luminous Chemistry Star. Thank you and congratulations.
Wow. Hi viewers. Nimekuja hapa encourage. Kwa nyinyi masudi wenye mko high school. Chem si ngumu. Chem ni rahisi na ni tamu if you change your attitude. Hata pia sisi ni kung'ang'ana. Unajua by the hii ni 5th year manze, lakini tuko tu hapa tuna push on. Pia nyinyi try your best. Thank you.
The viewers of Dr Sirme channel, thank you so much, and it has been a great experience. Bana hii came, Lakini ni tamu tu. Ni tamu kwa sawa, ina challenge mtu, inasaidia mtu a revise chem. Na macho kuwa na maitichi kwa chem. Chem ni tamu. Ngoja tikizungu tena. Chem is good if you revise it and you have a positive attitude. Tupataneni huko nje guys. Ndio hivyo. Nimesha hivyo. Ngumi ni mbotse.
Hard work,
courage, humility, discipline,
persistence,
Respect, attitude.
This, among very many other virtues, have allowed these competitors to carry it on from episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, 4, and the grand finale. Thank you so much for being persistent, and you have endured. Kindly, before we say bye, you can state your symbol and your real name. Just tell us one of your name.
My symbol was Omega, but my real name is Cynthia.
My symbol was Lambda, and I am Salome.
My sign was Sigma, and I am Mother.
My symbol was Beta, and I'm Cynthia.
My symbol was Alpha, and I go by the name Carol.
I was Delta, and I go by the name Paris.
I was Sai, but my name is Anne.
Good. And I was your facilitator, the adjudicator, the judge, the person asking the question behind the scene, Dr. Sirme.
And we were the Chemistry Luminous Stars of Season 1. Bye!
We have come to the end. This was the first season. We are going to invite more students come next academic year. We have been able to revise Form 1 work all the way to Form 4 work. So if you keep replaying the videos we are putting in this channel, it will be very useful for you, even for the years to come. Otherwise, thank you so much. This is Dr. Sirme, and this is the best place you can study chemistry. Thank you. Subscribe, like, share, comment.